See more wilderness.
Look less at Two-Fist.
Where is the beauty
What
of
are
the
you doing
wilderness?
now? Insomnia? Are you in a bad mood? Then let's enter the decompression moment together.
In the last episode, I watched Xiaomei's
Today,
process
let's
of
see how
digging and
Xiaomei
stirring
makes
board
You can't
walls.
live without water.
Water is the source of life. The unfinished clips from the last
I'll make
episode.
it up for you today.
Sister Xiaomei has already brought the food home. My sister Xiao Li is not idle
Looking for
either.
water.
Xiao Li crouched down on the rock
Hands
wall, fiddling with wet dirt and rocks. They don't have time to be idle. It's water. It's life. Clear and clean. Xiao Li took a sip of water with both hands. Feel sweet. Be sure to direct the water to the treehouse. Just do it. He was carrying a few slender bamboo poles. Walk through the dense vegetation and trees of the jungle. Beads are all-purpose materials in the wilderness. You can set up shelves, make pipes, make furniture. It works better as a weapon or a drinking pipe. On a dirt floor. He uses a large knife to chop a section of bamboo, remove excess branches, and cut the bamboo body into a semicircular groove. The big knife cuts back and forth on the bamboo. Chip splash. Zhao Li makes a semicircular groove out of bamboo to direct the flow of water. He's expanding the drinking water system. He wants to take the water to twist the water farther away, near decontamination. My sister Xiaoli made this drinking duct. Sister is not idle. She found a thick log in the jungle. Squat down on the ground. Ready to start processing it? She uses a handsaw with a red handle. Saw on the surface of the log. Saw out a straight circular notch. Handsaw, not a chainsaw. Why not use a chainsaw? Because there is no electricity. In the wilderness, your tool is your arm. Your energy is your stamina. He's steady with the saw. It's not in a hurry, it's not slow. It's not like we get bored with two saws with a saw. He has patience because this is his daily routine. He put it on his shoulders, ready to move away, carrying wood all day long. Can this waist stand it? But did you notice? Every time he carries something, he squats down first. Put the wood on your shoulders, then use your legs to stand up. This is the standard safe handling position. Protect the lumbar spine. If he bends over and moves it directly, the waist is already useless. These details tell you he is not a fool. He is a professional. He carried the wooden blocks to the wooden platform. The picture of smoke in the library. It's one of the sweetest images of wilderness life. This shows that this is a home. It is not temporary asylum. Use mobile phone. Cut parallel cuts in the wood block. Marking for subsequent excavations. Draw the line and then cut. And chiseling is standard procedure in carpentry. Look at those parallel cuts. Uniform spacing. It means his hands are steady. This didn't happen in a day. He struck the force point of the block with the axe. To remove the cortex of the giant cut wood block, you chip away at the surface. The axe makes a crisp sound on the wood. This step is called peeling and clean up the surface. To proceed to the next fine processing, he raised the axe in both hands. Hit hard on the side of the log. Chop chunks of wood neatly. It's very decompressive. The moment the axe falls, wood blocks fly out. Expose fresh wood teeth. You notice the height of his axe. Over the shoulders, but not too high above the head. Because too high will lose accuracy. Too low, power. Not enough. This height is the perfect balance of power and precision. The axe fell on the log. Quickly trim surfaces. Make it flat. This is the finishing stage. Rough finish. Start finishing. The axe in his hand can both open and close. A delicate repair. It's like a Michelin chef holding the same knife. Can chop ribs and cheat the rest of your life. Craftsmanship to a certain extent. Tools are extensions of the hand. He used a crank drill. Drill holes down at the marked points, lined up. Every drill brings out shredded wood. Manual drill has no power. Turn around and go down a little bit. Turn 100 laps down a little bit. How tiring do you say it is? Look at his face. No pain. Only focus. He may have become accustomed to being in the wilderness. Strength is the least valuable thing because it's renewable. Have a meal and sleep. Strength comes back, but the material is non-renewable. Tools are non-renewable. Therefore, it is necessary to exchange strength for materials.
He has rhythm. A neat series of holes are drilled in the log. The wood is covered with brown sawdust. A series of holes are arranged in a line. This is the hole punching method I mentioned earlier. Drill first and then cut through. 10 times less labor than direct chiseling. This is the basic skill of manual carpentry. You want to make a groove in the wood. It's exhausting to chisel directly, and it's easy to get crooked. Drill a row of holes, then chisel off the compartment between the holes. It's wide and straight. This technique is worth learning by all, even if you just make a flower stand on the balcony. He took out his chisel and his hammer. Aim the chisel at the hole just drilled. Knock off the wooden compartments between the holes. Dig out the groove. This is the chisel I was talking about. Drilling took a long time, but the chisel is very fast because he used ingenuity, not brute force.
You see the rhythm of him hitting the chisel. Dong, dong, dong is not in a hurry. Every hit hits the spot. That's rhythm. People without a sense of rhythm are tired and slow at work. He focuses on the inside of the chiseled block. Connect the holes together. Gradually form a long notch. The notch is getting deeper and the more regular you look at him chiseling, the angle of the chisel is diagonally downward. Vertical, right angle. The sawdust will pop out on its own. Wrong angle. Chisel will get stuck. It's all experience. In the distant fire and smoke, it is vaguely visible that he is continuing to process the target. He's still working on it. It's getting dark. The fire is on. He's still working on it. It's not a 9 to 5 in the wilderness. It's dawn to dark. Because you never know what will happen tomorrow. So what can be done today will never be put off until tomorrow. This kind of role is rolling itself. Is this picture lonely? Maybe, but he chose this life. It shows that he does not need the approval of others. Wilderness survival. The first thing to get through is not the natural environment. It's lonely. He sat in front of the curtain. Quick alternation of chisel and powder head. Remove excess notches to issue travel. This is a good angle from above. You can see the whole picture of the notch. A long groove. The inner walls are still rough, but the shape is already quite regular. He's not rushing to work. It's about quality. Because of this wooden trough, he will take a long time. Not good. It will be uncomfortable every time I use it in the future. Use the tip of a chisel. Carefully remove the rough wood chips remaining in the notch. Very delicate movement. Just a 1-second shot. It's very informative. Did you see the strength of his fingers? Pinch the chisel lightly. Use the tip to pick those tiny wooden thorns. It's not a big miracle. It's slightly rough. Patience in the wilderness is reflected in these little roughs. You see those excavation marks? One by one. Recording his every strike. These marks are like notes. Is unique. 10 years later, if this wooden trough is still there, later generations saw these traces. We'll know who did. He crouched on a simple wooden platform, holding the wooden handle axe in both hands. They're grating the giant logs in front of them. Large range of motion, full of power. The surroundings are covered with bursting sawdust. It's another shot of a miracle. You pay attention to his every recovery. The body is stable. No shaking, because shaking means the force is dissipated. His strength is concentrated on the axe, all into the wood. That's the whole force. Only those who have practiced know how hard it is. Xiaomei is making a sink. My sister Xiaoli is still making a drinking water haul. Put 2 long bamboo and climbed into the mountain crevice, and then laboriously moved another bamboo pole, trying to turn it horizontally. Erected on the previously erected bracket, he's setting up a frame. Bamboo poles are used as columns and beams. Form a structure. This should be the bracket for the aqueduct.
Because bamboo is cut in half, you have to stand it up to let the water flow. And it's a deceptively simple way of putting on airs. In fact, you need to calculate the angle and load bearing. Angle. Water flows back. Not enough load bearing. Bamboo talks. Fix the end of the last section of the water guide bamboo pole. Next to it is an exquisite wooden house on a tree. Below are the scattered wooden platforms. Xiaoli is cutting a quilt lengthwise, a green bamboo pole with a slanted end, buried between cracks. Make sure that the water absorption can accurately flow into the bamboo around with stones. Mountain spring water is flowing from gurgling in bamboo water inlet. The water is clear. The inner wall of the supervisor shows a natural bright yellow color. The water came after so much preparation. The water finally reached the supervisor. Look at the clear water. You can drink it directly when it bubbles. This is the result of their labor. There is no water company in the wilderness. I want to drink it myself with water. Xiaoli's drinking water system has been built. The sink on Xiaomei's side has also reached the end. Clean up the last slag. Make its exterior flatter. He inspected the chiseled wooden trough, nod in satisfaction. Then he bent down and laboriously picked up the heavy wooden trough, placed directly under the outlet of the drinking water supervisor. Clear water pours in an instant. Initializing dry Jupiter. Make a crisp sound of water. The sound of water is crisp. Water splashes in the grass. This is from a wilderness survival documentary. It is the picture of the project acceptance passing. You watch the water rushing into the wooden trough. Their drinking water system worked. Live here in the future. You don't have to go to the west to pick up the water. The water level in the trough rose rapidly. To gradually fill up. The water reflected the faint light of the forest. He reached out and gently cleaned the edge of the trough. The water level is full. The water is as calm as a mirror. He reaches out to wash the edges. It's very light, as if afraid of disturbing the hard-won age. This grass water is enough for their daily living water. What will the sisters do in the next episode? Busy day? Time to settle for dinner.